Getting the fleet fit to fight. That's the mission of the Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard.
And the workers at the shipyard are striving to be the best. That means hard work and staying innovative. For more, let's send things over to Howard Dashevsky.
Well, there is a contaminated water crisis on the Hawaiian island of Oahu, impacting military
The
families.
Red Hill
The U.S. Navy
mystery.
has been
Over a
forced to
span of
shut
7 decades, it's estimated that more than 1 million gallons of jet fuel has leaked underground.
Well, Paula, the mystery is where did all that spilled fuel go? Fresh off a second tour of the military's Red Hill fuel underground storage tanks, state and city officials are giving a sobering assessment. The military may not be doing enough to protect our drinking water.
A single underground tank as high as the Aloha Tower and 4 times as wide holds 12 million gallons of fuel. 20 of these sit under Red Hill, and over time, 19 have leaked. A 2010 risk assessment study for the Navy exposed the risk of the city's Halawa shaft, which supplies much of Honolulu's
The water in my Hall's house is off limits.
It smelled like I was pumping gas in my car.
Paul and at least 1,500 other families in Honolulu, many military.
What's at stake really is the future of the drinking water supply for the island of Oahu, the most populated island in Hawaii.
DOH is advising anyone who gets their water from the Navy.
Rear Admiral Blake Converse finally confirmed the petroleum products found in the water are from Red Hill,
which was built during World War II and stores potentially millions of gallons of fuel.
Lau tried to put it in perspective. He says the capacity of those massive fuel tanks far exceeds what the Board of Water Supply customers consume in a single day. Back to you.
They need to remove the fuel, remove it out of the connecting pipelines to reduce this tremendous risk that is sitting there under Red Hill like a time bomb ready to go off.
Board of Water Supply citing the need to protect the aquifer that sits below the fuel tanks from further contamination.
We could smell the fuel in the water. I was told we cannot get told anything. We cannot give you any information. Why is that okay?
Sir, it's not okay, bottom line.
I have a 18-week high-risk pregnant wife, and I'm being told you can use the water,
official
go away.
disclosed that far more fuel leaked from the Navy's tanks than was previously revealed back in the spring.
Here's how it was disclosed. An attorney asks the Naval Facilities Commander about why fuel tank volume dropped 473 barrels in 50 seconds. A release from this past May listed as 1,600 gallons last spring, but that volume was revised in this week's Department of Health hearing by more than tenfold.
And not only 19,000 gallons that the Navy couldn't account for and was completely unaware it had lost, but that somehow, and we don't know how, got into a firefighting pipe that's never supposed to have fuel in it.
We were able to see for ourselves the contaminated water still floating in one of the wells. Every day, up to 5 million gallons of contaminated water from the Navy's Red Hill facility will come through here and be filtered before being discharged here into the Halawa stream using these pipes.
The take-home message here is the Navy has no idea what's going on at Red Hill. It has no way to control its fuel and keep it out of its water supply or our water supply.
The testimony was
There's also the concern of a potentially catastrophic spill caused by something like an earthquake.
The order that the department needs to issue to address this impending doom is to order the removal of the fuel from the tanks.
That cannot happen overnight, even if the
200,000 gallons of fuel cannot be unspilled. The skin cannot be unburned. But it is not too late to do the right thing and shut down Red Hill before an even greater catastrophe is upon us.
Those Navy fuel tanks sit above a source that supplies water, Nora, for more than 400,000 people here in Honolulu.
Wow, what a critical story. Lilia Luciano, thank you.
Jen Bonilla follows up. They say they have a plan, but they are not sure when it will be fixed. After a week of deflecting
Just to clarify,
and avoiding...
so the Department of Health views under the current terms agreements, this water discharged is safe for the environment, however, not safe to drink.
That means hard work and staying innovative. For more, let's send things over to Howard Dashevsky.
So therefore, the mission of the shipyard is critical. Talk about a little bit about the mission.
Oh, it is absolutely critical. We are really they support the Noka'oi shipyard. And what does the Noka'oi shipyard mean? That means to be our best, both individually and as teams, as we get the work of the nation done in the heart of the shipyard.
Okay. When it comes to your employees,